Your attention, please. Do not, I repeat, do not feed the stray dogs near the perimeters. They are wild animals. Yo, what is up, guys? Your boy Lycan here, back here with a brand new Division video. Today's Friday, so y'all know what it is. Been the reset, and hope you guys enjoy. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah. I'm going like 3 minutes. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Oh shit, I want to drop my controller.
Best gear in the city. Check it out. Feast your eyes on Manhattan's best I'll be here if you change your mind.
Got about a minute left.
Don't worry, it happens. Hey, you gotta see it to believe it. You're gonna like what you see.
Got 35 seconds, y'all. Oh man.
Hey, anything you're looking for? Sorry you didn't see anything you liked.
Very good. Alright, vendor has reset it. Okay, we have the usual Cassidy. It has Predatory, Sustained, and Boomstick. The Pakan. The Liberator, Focus, Competent, and Intense. The Centurion with Expert and Skilled. The Historian with Swift, Skilled, and Historian repeat. We have the Rhino Special with Expert and Sustain. A tactical UMP-45 with accurate, hurried, and ambusher. And enhanced ACRE with vicious, talented, and adept. A SASG-12 with predatory, unforgiving, and accurate. A surplus SVD with predatory, meticulous, and disciplined. A M249B with swift, predatory, and vicious. Alright, moving on to the masks. We have Operator's Electronics Refresh Mask with health on kill and disoriented resistance. A Tactician Electronics Mask with all resistance and increased kill XP. A Hunter's Fate Stamina Mask with skill power and increased kill XP. A Firecrest Firearms Mask with crit chance and burn resist. And a Banshee Electronics Mask with exotic damage resilience and a increased kill XP. Moving on to the vest, we have a Firearms Gunslinger Rapid Chest Piece with skill haste, enemy armor damage, and ammo capacity. A Striker Stamina Chest Piece with all resistance, health, and ammo capacity. A Final Measure Stamina Chest Piece with enemy armor damage, all resistance, and increased kill XP. And Alpha Bridge Stamina Chest Piece with enemy armor damage, health, and ammo capacity. Moving on to the backpack, a Inventive Stamina Backpack with crit hit damage. A Sentry Call Backpack with skill power with firearms and disrupt resist. A Electronics Reclaimer Backpack with crit damage and ammo capacity. Moving on to knee pads, we have a Electronics Accomplished Knee Pads with enemy armor damage, disrupt resist, burn resist, disrupt damage and bleed resist. A Deadeye knee pad with roll with stamina with health, burn resist, bleed resist, and disrupt. A Gunslinger Recover Holster with crit chance. A Lone Star holster with reload speed. A D3 FNC holster with crit chance. Moving on to the glove, a Firearms Decisive Glove with enemy armor damage, LMG, and skill haste. Gloves on Nomads with firearms, pistol damage, enemy armor damage, and LMG damage. And a Predator Marks Firearms gloves with crit damage, shotgun damage, and skill haste. A Prototype Electronics mod with crit chance. A Prototype Performance mod with smart cover. Extended magazine with an extended magazine, Omega Rifle Suppressor. A handstyle Coyote Grip. Oh my god, I can't talk today. So if you guys want to come pick any of this stuff up, you guys can pick it up. Sort of took too long on that crap. Moving on to the blueprints. We have an ACR blueprint, Electronics Mask blueprint, and a Pro Red Dot sight. Shit, something repeated, but I don't know what it was. Alright, moving on to advanced weaponry. He has a Rhino with Expert and Toxic, and Aug A3 Paro XS with Swift, Fierce, and Dominant. A military AK-47M with Talented, Fierce, and Adept. A double barrel sawed-off with Train, Fierce, and Sustain. A M700 Carbine with Commanding, Adept, and Elevated. An Infantry MG5 with Self-Preserved, Skilled, and Competent. A high velocity magazine with crit chance, magazine size, and rate of fire. A compensator with stability, accuracy, and optimal range. A PEQ-15 laser green with accuracy, stability, and crit damage. And a Russian red dot sight. So if you guys want to come pick up any of these stuff, you guys can come here. So far, nothing. Alright, moving on to the Dark Zone vendor in the base. He has a custom P416 G3 with Adept, Brutal, and Meticulous. A Operator Electronics Rehabilitator Mask with Health on Kill and Disoriented Resist. And a Prototype Performance Mod with Post Crit Hit Chance. And a small laser pointer.
Hey, don't get yourself killed, you hear me? Watch yourself out there. We need you, okay?
Moving on to the weapons vendor. This guy has a military M60E4 with Destructive, Sustain, and Accurate, and a Ti-rant Suppressor with crit chance, optimal range, and stability.
I'll be here when you change your mind.
Moving on to the gear vendor. She's selling a gunslinger, firearm cutting glove with crit chance, shotgun damage, and skill haze, and a prototype performance model with turret damage. Moving on to Wolf's Den. Please do not be freaking garbage this week. Holy crap. Even though I haven't been playing the freaking game. Alright, moving on to Wolf's Den, weapons vendor. He's selling a random special with expert and co-headed, and a VX1 scope with headshot damage, accuracy, and crit chance. Alright, moving on to Autumn's Hope. Gear vendor. Alright, she is selling a Spec Ops stamina accomplished knee pad with health, damage to elite, burn resist, and shock resist, and also a prototype stamina mod with skill haste. I probably might need that for my skill build. Alright, moving on to Dante's Run. Stamina with skill haste. I probably need to pick that up for my build. Welcome to the street, people. Alright, moving on to Dante's Run, the gear vendor. He's selling a gunslinger holster with health, Nimble holster with health, and a prototype performance mod with ballistic shield damage. Alright, moving on to Kerman Station. Alright, she is selling a tactical MK16 with deadly, skilled, and capable, and also an angle grip red with stability, reload speed, and crit damage. Oh my god, why so freaking trash, bro? Moving on to the Cavern. He is selling a operator's stamina rapid chest piece with all resistance and exotic damage resilience and ammo capacity, and also a prototype firearms mod with exotic damage resilience. Fucking garbage, but okay. Alright, moving on to Cap Hudson. Oops, I ran the wrong way, but what it is.
Warning, now we're exiting the safe area.
Alright, moving on to the weapons vendor. He is selling a Super 90 with Swear, Predatory, and Deadly, and also a vertical grip with optimal range, accuracy, and crit damage. Moving on to the gear vendor. He's selling a operator's steady fast holster with skill haze and a prototype electronics model with health. So if you guys need that, you guys can come back to pick that up. Moving on to the meat locker. What's up, Ricky? You the gay boy.
gear in the city.
Alright.
Check it out.
This guy is selling a paratrooper SVD with sustained vicious and discipline. And also a Osprey 45 suppressor FDE with accuracy, headshot, stability, and reduced threats.
When you're ready to buy,
What time you off for work, Ricky? Between Snapchat and Alright, Gearbender. Alright, this guy is selling a operator's relentless backpack that has electronics with stability and ammo capacity, and also a prototype firearms mod with exotic damage resilience.
don't worry, it happens.
I'm still at work, almost out. I'm on break. Alright. No wonder I was like, what the hell? This nigga texting me. I mean, watching the stream. Alright. Last cause weapons vendor. Alright, he is selling a X45 with expert and capable, and also a Ti-rant Suppressor with crit chance, crit damage, and headshot damage. Moving on to the war script. Gear vendor, alright. She's selling a gunslinger, cunning stamina glove with SMG damage, skill haste, and pistol damage, and also a prototype performance model with first aid self heal. Moving on to the next vendor. For today. No, the time change, remember? It went forward. Alright, gear vendor. Alright, this guy is selling a operator's recover holster with health, and also a prototype performance model with ballistic shield damage.
Another time.
Alright, moving on to the grindhouse. And if you guys are just tuning into the stream, make sure to drop a like on the stream. Pretty much nothing's good today. Just garbage, pure garbage. Weapons vendor. She's selling a custom M870 MCS with adept, unforgiving, and destructive. Oh my, damn. And a Omega rifle suppressor with headshot damage, crit chance, and Omega and optimal range and reduced threats. Holy crap! Nothing good, nothing good. Just booty, trash. Between Snapchat Firewall's gear vendor. He's selling a Spec Ops stamina rapid chest piece with exotic damage resilience, enemy armor damage, and increased kill XP, and a prototype performance mod with smart cover damage resilience. Didn't change my... No, I did change my clock, but then I guess because we went an hour forward, so it's supposed to be at 4, but then It's supposed to be 4 right now, but it's 5 o'clock. Because of the time change. Alright, moving on to the crypt. Weapons vendor. This guy is selling an enhanced Aug A3P with determined, vicious, and fierce. Oh, not bad of an Aug. So if you guys looking for like an Aug, you guys can pick this up at the crypt. It's really good. So Aug at the crypt. Moving on to East 64th Street. Alright, moving on. East 64th Street. This girl is selling a prototype stamina model with skill power and also a prototype performance model with first aid at late heal.
Calibrating landing zones.
Alright, moving on to East 64th Street. Dz9. All freaking trash. Alright, model vendor. Weapons model vendor. This guy's selling an extended magazine with magazine size, reload speed, and crit chance. And Omega rifle suppressor 10 with headshot damage, accuracy, crit chance, and reduced threats. A hand stop coyote with reload speed, accuracy, and stability. And also a small RDS scope with stability, crit chance, and accuracy. Alright, moving on to East 58th Street. Right. He's a gear vendor. He's selling a operator's firearm enduring mask with all resist and increased kill XP. A operator's firearms reckless chest piece with all resistance, skill haste, and increased kill XP. A tactical stamina inventor backpack with crit damage and bleed resistance. A Spec Ops Electronics accomplished knee pads with crit damage, damage to lead, shock resistance, and increased kill XP. A Spec Ops Steady Fist holster with health, and a tactical decisive electronics glove with crit chance, crit damage, and enemy armor damage. So now vendors reset at 5. Yeah, they reset at 5 now. Apparently. Yeah, because I hopped on early, like at 4. And then I looked, I'm like, wait, I have an hour left. And I was like, oh shit, it's probably resetting at 5. We have Parkway, Park Avenue, weapons vendor. This guy's selling a police 686 Magnum with expert and adept. A black market T821 with determined, capable, and accurate. A black market AK-74 with responsive, determined, and competent. A Marine Super 90 with talented, responsive, and determined. A SRS-81 with trained, determined, and balanced. And a military RPK-74M with destructive, meticulous, and competent. Alright, moving on to East 53rd Street. Alright, Dark Zone banner. Alright, she's selling a converted USC with Vicious, Hurried, and Ambusher, a Spec Ops Nimble holster with Skill Haze, and also a prototype stamina model with Skill Power, and a compensator with Stability, Optimal Range, and Accuracy.
Stop wasting.
Fuck you, I ain't wasting your time, nigga. This guy is selling a M1911 with expert and accurate, a Spec Ops firearm technical backpack with crit damage and bleed resist, A prototype performance mod with support station range and an MK5 scope 10 with headshot damage, crit chance, and optimal range. Garbage. Alright, moving on to East 42nd Street. Catch me outside, how about it? Alright, this guy's selling a Subnose Rhino with expert and capable, a Spec Ops Nimble holster with health, a prototype firearms mod with skill haze, and a PEQ 15 laser green with accuracy, optimal range, and reload speed. Alright, moving on to East 40th Street. Alright, at Dz4 checkpoint. Alright, this girl is selling a black market SASG-12S with sustained, accurate, and adept, and a Spec Ops inventive firearm backpack with stability and burn resist, a prototype stamina mod with health, and a hand stop FDE with reload speed, crit damage, and stability. So if you guys looking for stamina mods, you guys can pick this up.
I'm sure you'll be back.
At Dz4. Alright, moving on to East 34th Street. Alright, Dz2. Alright, this guy is selling a model 700 with commanding, co-headed, and elevated. Also a operator's recovered holster with reload speed, a prototype performance mod. This dude. What happened? Yeah, hop after. Alright. Alright, sorry for that freaking interruption. Alright, this guy is selling a prototype firearms model with signature ability, resource gain, and a reflex sight 10 with optimal range, accuracy, and crit chance. Alright, moving on to East 31st Street. Alright, this girl is selling a model 700 with destructive, sustained, and elevated. A operator's stamina technical backpack with skill power and disrupt resist. A prototype firearms mod with skill haze, and a PQ 15 laser red with accuracy, optimal range, and reload speed. Fifth Avenue. Moving on to Fifth Avenue. Alright, this guy's selling a classic M60 with brutal, ferocious, and accurate. A operator's stamina specialized backpack with health and bleed resist. A prototype stamina mod with signature ability, resource gain, and also a reflex sight 10 with optimal range, stability, and crit chance. Moving on to West 31st Street. Everything's so ass right now. What the fuck? Alright. This girl is selling a Super 90 with talented, capable, and brutal. A Spec Ops stamina rejuvenator mask with exotic damage resilience, disoriented resistance. And also selling a prototype electronics mod with signature ability, resource gain, and a small grip, crit damage, stability, and optimal range.
I'm sure you'll be.
What is wrong this week? Oh my god. Alright, Alright, moving on to West 34th Street. This girl selling a tactical vector 45 ACP with skilled, fierce, and deadly. Oh, this is not bad of a vector too. Alright, and also a operator's firearm savage glow with pistol damage, health on killing, crit chance. A prototype performance model with ballistic shield health, and also a EXP3 holographic sight 10 with optimal range, stability, and crit chance. So if you guys looking for SMG, you guys can pick this up. Alright, at East 34th Street if you guys want to come pick up that vector. Moving on to West 39th Street. Alright. This guy is selling a military L86 LSW with accurate, commanding, and dominant, and also a tactical electronics rehabilitator mask with health on kill and burn resist, a prototype electronics model with crit chance, and a EXPS3 with holographic sight 10. Whatever. Fuck, dude. With ultimate range, stability, and headshot. Oh my god, where there's nothing. There is nothing good. West 42nd Street. This girl selling a classic AK-47 with intense, destructive, and fierce. A Spec Ops stamina firearm vigorous chest piece with all resist, skill haste, and increased kill XP. A prototype stamina model with all resistance, and a C79 scope with crit damage, optimal range, and accuracy. That's not bad. Alright, moving on to West 46th Street. This guy is selling a classic M1A with prepare, deadly, and swift. A operator sturdy holster with skill haste. A prototype performance mod with turret damage. And also a small laser pointer with accuracy, optimal range, and reload speed. Don't make a habit of not purchasing anything. You act like you'll fuck, baby. We're at West 53rd checkpoint. Alright, this girl selling a Super 90 with ferocious, talented, and determined. A tactical stamina technical backpack with health and burn resist. A prototype firearms mod with skill power. Ooh. And a VX1 scope with headshot damage, crit chance, and accuracy. Alright, moving on to the Dark Zones checkpoint. Dark Zone Safehouse.
Transmission jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted. Caution. Entering dark zone.
Yeah, they reset it at 5. Well, 5 for me, because I'm in Pacific. Whatever. Damn it, I'm gonna die. I'm dipping. So the vendors did reset. Is that the new time? Well, for me it's 5 o'clock, so I don't know where you're at. Alright, moving on to the weapons mod vendor, Dz4 Safehouse. This guy is selling a quick release magazine with reload speed, magazine size, and rate of fire. A SR7 suppressor with crit damage, optimal range, and stability with reduced threats. A vertical grip, optimal range with stability and crit damage. And a EXPS3 holographic sight with optimal range, quick chance, and accuracy.
Sooner or later, you'll be back.
Alright, moving on to the special vendor, Dz9. This girl is selling a Lone Star firearms mask with enemy armor damage and damage to elites. A Deadeye stamina chest piece with R resistance, exotic damage resilience, and increased kill XP. A Tactician electronics backpack with crit damage and vert resist. A Firecrest stamina knee pad with R resist, disrupt resist, blind death resist, and bleed resist. She is also selling a Tactician holster with crit chance and a Sentry Claw gloves with firearms with pistol damage, LMG damage, and crit damage. So if you guys come pick this up, you guys come pick it up. Alright, moving on to the next safe house. Should be freaking rogues, bro. I have my 9.3R on me, so I get my stacks. So I don't get shot from freaking behind like last time.
JTF has lost his goddamn mind.
Oh, what the hell? What the fuck? Oh my god. Alright, moving on to the gears vendor. Dz9, I think the Dz8. Alright, this guy is selling a Spec Ops stamina tenacious mask with skill power and blind death resist. And also a Spec Ops stamina robust chest piece with enemy armor damage, health on kill, and increased kill XP. A Operator stamina technical backpack with health and ammo capacity. A Spec Ops stamina knee pad with prosperous with health on kill, increased kill XP, burn resist, and blind death resistance. A Operator's steadfast holster with crit chance, and a Gunslinger decisive glove with enemy armor damage, marksman rifle damage, and crit chance.
You don't want to buy, someone else will.
Alright, moving on to the special vendor.
Can't find this.
She's selling a Reclaimer's firearms mask with enemy armor damage and damage to elites. A Alpha Bridge stamina chest piece with health on kill, enemy armor damage, and increased kill XP. A Reclaimer's electronics backpack with skill power and disrupt resist. A Hunter's Fate stamina knee pad with health on kill, shock resistance, blind death, and burn resist. A Reclaimer's holster with health and a Sentry's Claw glove with firearms with LMG damage, crit damage and enemy armor damage.
Stop wasting my time.
This is the alley. I don't want to exit towards the alley. How do you exit out of here?
Get over here before someone notices you.
Oh, this way. Where did that guy come from? What the heck? You act like I didn't see him, the fuck? What you finna do, nigga? Shoot me from behind? Skirt. Oh my, where is this vendor? Oh, she's right here. Alright, special vendor Dz6. She is selling a... Wait, is she selling the same thing? Alright, she's selling a Reclaimer's chest piece with stamina with health, exotic damage resilience, and ammo capacity. A final measure backpack that has electronics, health, and disrupt resist. A Hunter's Faith, a stamina knee pad with skill power, a Hunter's Faith holster with skill haze, and a Sentry's Cog glove with firearms, LMG damage, skill haze, and crit chance. I see a queen on the map. Her SVD from like a mile away. I don't even know. I'm 2 blocks away from the safe house, guys. Stay with me. Don't leave. So much people going rogues, man. No, go away. Don't shoot me. No. No. Of course, a freaking shotgun guy is freaking chasing me, man. Please back away. Oh, I made it. That's cool. Safe houses is Dz6 still, I believe. Alright, weapons mod vendor. Alright, this guy is selling an extended magazine with magazine size, crit damage, and crit chance. A Omega rifle suppressor with headshot damage, crit chance, and optimal range and reduced threats. A hand stop foliage green with reload speed, accuracy, and stability. And a VX1 scope with headshot damage, accuracy, and crit damage. Alright, moving on to the next safe house, which is in Dz4. take this off the map. Thank you. So much freaking rogues, what the fuck? I'm gonna sneak around, go through this way. Oh my god, he just got a triple. What the fuck? Alright, moving on to the weapons vendor. She's selling a prototype firearms mod with skill haste and also a prototype performance mod with sticky bomb explosion. Alright, moving on to the next safe house. Explosion from like a mile away. I'm leaving, I ain't gonna turn for nothing. Oh man, where's everybody at, bro? Nobody's playing Division anymore.
You need to look at this.
Alright, moving on to the weapons vendor. Is Dz4, I believe. Alright, he's selling a military M9 with expert and swift, a tactical vector ACP with skilled, deadly, and capable, and enhanced ACRE with responsive, accurate, and competent, a custom M870 MCS with meticulous, accurate, and responsive, a custom M44 with talented, determined, and sustained, a military RPK 74M with brutal, sustained, and dominant. So if you guys want to come pick up this vector, it has skill, deadly, and capable if you guys are rocking Alpha Bridge. What's up, Leo? Welcome to the stream. You guys just tuning into the stream, make sure to drop a like. It'd be very much appreciated. Then if you guys are also new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. It would help the channel a lot. And I don't know why I grabbed those stuff. I ain't gonna be playing this anyways.
Leaving contaminated area.
Alright, moving on to the last safe house in the dark zone. That'll be all. Alright, the last vendor. What the fuck?
This is the shit you need.
Alright, last the gear vendor. She's selling a tactical stamina refresh mask with health on kill and damage to elites. A operator's stamina chest piece with operator's robust chest piece with health, skill haste, and increased kill XP. A spec ops stamina relentless backpack with stability and burn resist. A spec ops firearms accomplished knee pad with all resistance, bleed resist, burn, with blind death and damage elite. And a spec ops Nimble holster with skill haste, and also a operator's electronic suit glove with assault rifle damage, health on kill, and crit chance.
That's fine. Someone else will want this.
It's kind of booty. Well, guys, this will be the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoy. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you guys are new. And we're almost at 200 subscribers, so make sure you guys share my videos so I could get that 200 subscribers by the end of the month. And thank you guys for your support, and I'll catch you guys on my next video.